Wow, it's finally that day. We are up rather early, we're all in the car and we're going over to Cornwall for a week now. I'm absolutely excited for it, as it's probably our longest holiday after 3 years we've been to a private village in Santa Ponsa. So we're going to be spending the entire week in Cornwall, in Newquay, and then we'll discover more places around Cornwall to see what exciting things we can do there, so we can do like other vlogs there and just stay at the campsite. So without further ado, we're on the M5 now going towards Exeter, then the A30 towards Newquay. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and hopefully you enjoyed the first part of our vlogs.
So, after a really quick ride on the M5, we now made it towards Exeter, and we are now getting off the M5 to get on the A30 along the beautiful coast views via Plymouth, Liscard, Bodmin, and all the way towards Newquay. And this is where we got off for Newquay, and a few more minutes later we have finally arrived at our campsite.
Alright guys, after 5 hours of driving, we have now arrived at our campsite, Trevornick Newquay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. Sorry boss. What are you looking forward for the most here?
The slip and slide.
Slip and slide, that's a new feature we need to see in the vlog this
Just
time.
for you, sure. Oh.
Next scene.
So, we arrived, and it looks like our start of the holiday has become a disaster again. Our caravan has ended up getting a flat wheel, and a little bits of the caravan was damaged a bit, and here was our reactions after we hit a wall with it.
All this way. It's like as flat as well.
Huh?
No,
The tyre.
Oh, what the?
Honestly. All the tyre anyway. And then bang. Straight down, not even here.
But luckily, the AA are here to the rescue to fix the flat tyre, and now things are all back to normal. So now we can start another normal holiday. And the best thing is, we didn't have to pay a fortune. So here we are then at Trevornick in Newquay. This is going to be our place here for the next week. And we're pretty excited to record a few things here, so we brought a few mates along. So what we have here is the forest trail, and plus there's something new here we haven't seen just yet, and that is the slip and slide. And it's one of the biggest ones in the UK as of today, and I'm looking forward to doing that. And of course we'll be doing other things, and I'll probably do different vlogs about that. So without further ado, let's get into the fun business, shall we, and get on with our first thing of the day. What are you guys doing banging my window?
Do you want to do a forest trial? Forest trial?
I guess I can then. Okay, come in!
Hello, everybody.
So here it is, the forest trial. We haven't been here last year. So basically, when the first time we've been here, all we have to do is get from one side of the forest trail to the other, passing through a bunch of obstacles, climbing on stuff, and a climbing frame in the middle as well. It was going quite well until these kids started to climb up trees. Bro, this kid, Jack is actually at the top right now. Honestly, tree climbing masters, man. Here we are at the climbing centre in the middle of the forest. Now I wonder who would get to the top first, and it looks like Marlon's going to reach the top, and that was really fast from ya. I think Jack might be struggling a bit, taking time.
Still in the tree? Alright, moving on. Here they have it now, climbing over to the next stage of the forest.
And jump. That was close.
Now all we have to do here is go underneath the tunnel and get out the other side. It looks like Marlo is going into it, and there's a lot of hay in there as well.
Hold on. And Marlo's done.
So, nonetheless, that was quite an easy forest trial. And it looks like they're about to start climbing up trees again. Then later, someone requested to get them down, so I gave them a helping hand.
Jesus me.
No, cash money. Forest trial!
Right then, so that the forest trial is now over, now we're heading to the show bar.
So we're just about to get into the courtyard now. We're going to play a bit of bingo now to see if we can manage to win some money, hopefully.
And yep, bingo is one of those games that you only have a 1.8% chance of winning, and of course, we lost both the games because someone keeps getting the lucky numbers. Yep, of course, bingo was his name, so let's forget about bingo and do some limbo challenges. Now it's time to hand over the certificates.
I wasn't part of this anyway.
What's your name? What's your name? Milo. Let's give Milo a big round of applause.
Looks like Milo has won the first certificate. Let's see who'll win the next
With
one.
this dude at the back of the dance floor, he's giving it the shimmies.
Villa boy.
There you go. What's your name? Ollie. Have I embarrassed you now, Ollie? Yeah, sorry, but that's my job. Thank you. Well done to Ollie and Milo. Let's give them a nice big round of applause.
Well, that's a surprise. They already earned a certificate on day one.
So, just done some limbo just a couple of hours ago, and I am absolutely surprised that Milo has won a badge for it.
Yeah, you know, I bet I know how I won. I did a little
I do
shimmy.
apologise if it's quite dark. I don't have a torch. All these ones won well, so I'm glad for him.
And so we go on to the next day of our holiday, and let's start off the day with a nice swim in a brand new updated swimming pool with a brand new splash pad, and we don't have to wait in a long queue to get into the swimming pool, which is an absolute massive upgrade. And it looks like Milo is gonna straight away jump into the pool. Look at him. Yep, it's cold. I can see you shivering. And this is where Andy is up to no good again. Diving into a shallow pool.
They technically said no diving on the boards.
Like, how on earth did the lifeguard not see him do that? Oh, clever. And it looks like Lowen is already practicing for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Right, on to the brand new splash pad now, which was not here last year we've been. Come on.
He's going!
You didn't even get soaked, Milo. Well, looks like Jack is completely soaked. So that's it from all of us here in the swimming pool and the splash pad. Now it's time to head over to somewhere special. We're heading in the car to go to a massive giant slip and slide. It doesn't take long to get there from the campsite, and a couple of minutes later we have now arrived at our destination. Oh my god, guys, take a look at that. The most biggest giant slip and slide thing in the UK. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah. Right, so we booked here for an hour session, so let's get started and see how many times we can go down this massive giant slip and slide and see if we can reach the end in no time. And here's a few clips of what we got when we're going down. Next up we got Harry coming down on the bodyboard and Marla's going down on one of the donuts. And it seems like Alan is speeding through to the bottom. And now what it seems like is me coming down on one of the donuts. And look at my very skinny legs. And onto the dual ones now as we go down with Milo at the front. Right, let's spice things up now. Let's go down with a bunch of groups, starting off with the kids going down, then the adults, then later we'll go all together. Off we all go now, since the adults are next to go down. Seems like the ladies aren't bothered. Luckily we saved this to best till last. We all go down as a massive group. And most of us got soaked thanks to the freezing cold water and a bounce at the end as well. And also, the two mates are wrestling as well. So, what a fantastic way to finish off our hour session.
What do you think of that? Great, yeah.
Yes, Louis.
Yeah, amazing.
It was great.
Fantastic.
The man was like, sorry, you've had your last go 4 times. So, yeah, we couldn't have a last go.
Yeah, it's over now. So let's go back to the campsite and see what else we can get on with.
If you ever heard of something called the Tortilla Challenge on TikTok, that is exactly what we got planned for tonight's games. Good slap, man. So basically what you do is hold the water in your mouth, do rock, paper, scissors with your opponent. If you win, you'll have to slap your opponent with the wrap. If you lose, well, you're Chris Rock.
Oh. No, keep it in Alan.
Harry's mind is probably now, Alan just smacked the crap out of me with a wrap.
Whack him hard.
And it looks like Harry got his revenge on Alan, but he spat the water out. Right then, so we just finished with the Tortilla Slap Challenge. Now we're heading over to the courtyard, turning left towards the arcades. Let's see how much tickets we can win from these. The arcade is the same from when we went to last year, with games including Doodle Jump, Ice Hockey, and a few others when we get to them in a few moments after I finish my go on Doodle Jump, and I'm getting rather high. It was going so well until I got sucked into that UFO. Moving on. Well, you'll be really lucky if you manage to win those Harry Bows inside that tipping point machine. It's funny how Lauren doesn't give a damn if he dies on Doodle Jump. The Minions games with the Minions just disappear so fast. Like, I don't know what keeps doing that, but time is up now. And that was our final arcade game, since the arcades are now closing for the night.
Well, I think we're closing now, guys. We're gonna get out. So that's our time at the arcade.
Just making a video. Let's leave the arcade bin.
So, with the arcades now closing for the night, we are now heading over to Woody's restaurant to spend a few hours there. And then suddenly, we found some fireworks in the sky, apparently.
Oh, look at this.
Wow, that was a nice surprise. It's almost midnight now, so we shall be heading back to the caravan.
Mate, I was giving it those then.
Until Alan is up to no good again, singing an Aston Villa chant in front of someone's caravan when they were sleeping. At literally 1:45.
He went to Barca. He was.
And once we got back, it seems like Marlo just fell asleep before we got ourselves ready for bed. So, we got ourselves up on the next morning, and now we are on the drive over to Crantock Beach. The beach is well known for its rock balls, and this is where we mostly say cheerio to our mates leaving here. And we came here to do a bit of paddleboarding on the water and play another game of baseball from last year. So let's get down to the sand as we go for these rock balls, and we do better be careful to not fall over because you'll end up really hurting yourself. But luckily we managed to get down safely as possible, and everyone else did the same. Right, so we're all in, and it's a good thing I bought my GoPro for this, because now it's time to go bodyboarding in the sea. And thank goodness my GoPro was working at this time. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves in the sea, do a bit of bodyboarding, and catch some big waves. So, its best thing is to do it exactly on time when the wave hits you. And see that? I went a pretty good distance there. Now, this beach does not have a lot of big waves, so in the next few minutes we're going to show you a beach that has more bigger waves. And next clip is the best wave I've caught so far. Wow, I've been a distance that was. That was a good way to finish off our boarding session today. So, we're now heading back to the main beach point, and once we got back, Lowen's bodyboard flew away, so Alan will have to get it in the rock pools. And it was sort of tough as well, he nearly fell there. So, now that we're back, now it's time to get ourselves ready for our baseball game. So, it'll be the boys up against the girls this time, and I'm hoping I'll get some more clips of the baseball from only last time I didn't record much. So let's see how things get on. So, without further ado, let's
Play ball!
And get some good clips of the baseball game. And we managed to get her out just in a second. And blind mate, that was a big hit. Right, we've now changed sides.
Stop in the red one! Stop the race, stop the lot!
Oh, good shot! Oh, no, no.
Come on, Phil, you're on our team, man.
Oh, what a shot!
Stay on two!
Ignore the fact I'm in this stupid outright. You'll see where I got it from very soon.
Go on, Louis! Yes, Louis!
Home run for the boys. Let's go myself. Who's next?
Good shot!
Don't run back on yourself. You're going to lose the point. Nonetheless, it's still a home run. Next up, Harry's next.
Oh, good shot!
Onto the triple base where he stays. Next up, Phil.
Good shot!
Get out of my way! The goal's on stopping him, since that is another home run. Now Marlon is taking a hit.
Oh, good shot! Oh, lucky man.
Right, it's now back to Mike Carty. And that ball is way out of the park.
Yes, Louis!
Looks like Mike Carty is going around again. Let's see who's going to get there before the ball comes back. Oh, too late. Now, Fella Boy has the last hit.
Oh, look at that!
And what a fantastic gamble at the end after that home run. What a game. And that's it. Our time here has come to an end. What a way to finish it all.
Right, so that's it. We finished our time here at Trevornick Newquay and Quantock Beach, done a bit of surfing, playing a game of baseball, good old times. And let's go through what we did the most in Trevornick. So we went to the forest trial, done a bit of limbo. We went for a nice swim as well and do some other things as well, which we really enjoyed. So that's it from all of us here. And for now, it's goodbye from all of us here. And we're continuing on with more of the vlogs around Cornwall. Stay tuned.